If you look around at the people in your life, you can probably split them into two categories. There's the winners, the people who are successful, they get what they want, people respect them, and things just always seem to go their way. And then there's the losers, the people who always are going through something, always have all these problems, always are dealing with something, and their life just overall seems depressing. And for me, I was a loser for, of the 20 years of my life I've lived, probably about 18 of those years, I was a loser. So don't take this video as me trying to be egotistical, calling other people losers. I'm a winner. I'm still in the process of becoming a winner. But I think after a long amount of reading and thinking and reflecting, I think I figured out what makes the difference between winners and losers. And that can be answered with one simple question. How does a person react when things don't go their way? I'm going to say it one more time because it's the most important sentence of this video. How does a person react when things don't go their way? Every single person deals with unfortunate events, whether it be failing a test, a breakup, losing your job. All of us deal with problems, but what separates a winner from a loser is what they do when these problems happen. So what do winners do? Winners take accountability. They don't blame other people for what's happening to them. They try to figure out what did I do that may have led to this bad thing happening. They're proactive. They don't just sit around and let the problem keep happening to them. They try to fix it. They try to take steps to ensure that it doesn't happen again. And they learn from it. When bad things happen to you, you can sit there and, just complain and whine and bitch and moan. But if you can actually take problems happening to you as a learning experience, you're a lot less likely to do them again. So how do losers react? Well, they blame everyone around them for the problems that are happening. It's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. They victimize themselves. Why is this happening to me? Oh, poor me. Oh, woe is me. I just can't catch a break. And they look for pity. They go around complaining to people about their problems, expecting people to be like, oh, that sucks. You are really, you just can't stop having problems. But in reality, when losers complain about stuff, people look at that and go, wow, this dude sucks. So let me give you an example of an unfortunate event where a winner and a loser react very differently. So there's this company, we'll call it like food industries. Food industries is going through a little bit of an economic crisis, and they have to do some layoffs. They have to fire some people. And they decide to fire two of their employees who aren't that valuable, Nick and Jack. Nick and Jack both get fired, and here's how Nick reacts. Nick says, oh, fuck this company. I hate them. My bosses never liked me. This place was a terrible place to work with. This is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. Nick complains to everyone he knows and then spends his next couple of weeks laying in bed trying to cope with the fact that he just got fired. Now let's look at how Jack reacts. Jack is obviously very upset too, but the first thing he does is he goes to his boss and he thanks him for his time at the company and then asks him what he could have done differently to not get fired. The boss says, well, we did like you, but unfortunately because of the economy, we had to let you go. But the boss respects the way Jack handled it, and he gives him a couple recommendations of where he can work in the future. Jack goes home, takes those recommendations, and calls all the bunch of places looking for interviews. He has a new job within a week. Two people, the exact same situation, but one of them is depressed, laying in bed, making no money, and the other has a new job, and he is even more motivated to work in the future. Now, obviously, that's a very extreme example, but I want to highlight the fact that how badly an unfortunate event affects you is entirely up to you. If you sit there, whine, blame everybody, complain, then yeah, these inconveniences, these unfortunate events, they are really going to take a toll on your life. But as it turns out, if you're proactive, if you act quickly, you learn from situations, these terrible events, they're actually not that bad. Let me give you a personal example. Back when I was a loser, I remember this very clearly. My sophomore year of college, 2 years ago, I was tired all the time, every day. I would wake up, I would be tired in class, I would be tired when I get back, I'd be tired when I was hanging out with my friends, and it was very much affecting my life. It was affecting my relationships, my grades, literally everything, my YouTube channel too. And, back in my loser mentality, I was like, damn, something is wrong with me. Like I must have some sort of weird tiredness gene where I'm just tired all the time, and this is how the rest of my life is going to go. Now, I don't remember exactly when I came to the epiphany, but at a certain moment, I was like, wait a minute. I'm binge drinking every weekend, my diet's terrible, and I'm not sleeping well. Maybe this whole tired thing isn't actually something that has a problem with me. Maybe I'm the problem. And then from there on, I fixed my diet. I started sleeping better, eating better. I cut down the drinking. And now I have energy all the time. If I had kept that loser mentality of thinking everything was something else's fault, oh, poor me, why is this happening to me? If I had kept that mentality, my life would be so bad right now, and I'm so grateful that I was able to fix that. The ability to put yourself in charge of your problems is so empowering, and I know I sound like Michelle Obama saying empowering, but it's the best word for the situation. But seriously, the realization that all your problems you can do something about, like that gives you so much hope and so much energy, because now it's like, all right, what can I do to fix this? And you start making those changes, making those fixes, and your life just gets so much better so quickly. Now, I have to admit that there are some situations that just suck. Something bad happens that was completely out of your control. You did everything right, and you still got hit with that shit knuckle sandwich. Those things do happen moderately rarely. And when that happens, there's only one way you can deal with it, and it's to take that shit on the chin. You have to be able to just say, well, that sucked, back to it. Because there are those moments where you couldn't have done anything about it, and it sucks. But you can't let those moments control you and define you, because they're very small in the grand scheme of things. So if there's anything for you to learn from my long yap session, it's this. If you want to be a winner, change the way you react when things don't go your way. Red Peanut out.